There are 2 quests? Oh. Oh. I did not know they split this in 2 quests. Interesting. What is this one about then? Okay. Let's talk to us. Asta's not here. Oh. I wonder how connected this quest is, because I don't know if I should split them into 2 videos or just 1. We'll see. What's wrong? Oh, I can watch a video?
Heritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Oh. How could Herta go missing? There's like 50,000 puppets. What? Are you jumping ahead? What the? Huh? Oh, what the?
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
Oh.
She's only just woken up. Dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
It's been 20 minutes. I don't know why the cutscenes are lagging. I did not change anything. And they just lag for some reason. They never did that before. Yep.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
Okay.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Where is Herta right now?
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
Oh, that sounds like Herta.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources.
Okay.
However, this attack
I
was
love Rachel.
timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I love Rachel's VA.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistant.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
This quest is placed weirdly. Because, like, the last time we saw Herta was at the meeting. And we haven't seen her since. I don't know why that's not an option, if it's a continuation of the quest. Yeah, probably running errands.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you?
Okay, that's a weird way to tell a story. How... Why didn't we see this just normally?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body.
Oh, wait. The moment we went into the space station... space station, Herta's office, the weird shit happened, right? Did it, like, erase our memories? Okay, then it makes sense then. But it's weird that suddenly we can remember that, but okay.
Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
Okay.
My memory's kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
What is this? Oh. I
I think Herta mentioned Asta. That's right. I think I visited Asta. This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details.
Okay.
Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
But she wasn't there. We never met her. Okay.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
Oh.
Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
I wonder if the number of squares actually tells us the number of letters, or is it just random?
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight. I can't recall the other person, but one of them was Hinkle.
Oh, okay, so I just need to... okay.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me.
Okay. Ask for clues about the lost curio.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
Jinx?
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Oh. Yeah, but Wababoos do have bodies. What do you mean?
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios.
Wait, Wababoos are not curios, right?
Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
Is Adler the kid from the dailies, or am I remembering this wrong? So not only do I have to find a curio, I have to find a person too?
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta too.
Probably.
Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Adler. Right. Then I ran
Oh shit. What is this?
into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Oh my god, this game doesn't fucking skip the dialogue if
It
you
was
press
at-
something. Oh my god, this game is so good. Oh.
Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
Okay. Let's see it.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy?
Peppy.
How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
What are you people up to?
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Can you get your story straight first?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Yeah.
Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Adler.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Scene? The scene of what? Is he in danger? Aren't you supposed to be walking the dog?
Yes, well, Peppy isn't here, you see. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
Is there a problem?
Let's walk and talk.
That's what I like.
Why are you looking for Adler?
Why is it green?
A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help.
If you say so. Oh, it is the kid. Okay, so I remember that well.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Let's go.
Peppy! Are you okay?
Fuck the kid, Peppy. Are you really the one who knows the most about curios?
That's me. What's up?
He's just a kid.
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
Okay. Why am I so far?
So, which curio do you want to know about?
One that has no body but is alive.
That's all you got? Too abstract.
That's all Herta said.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess.
Okay.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
She said it might be a Wababoo.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something that also exists in the...
Huh? What did I say?
Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying.
Okay.
Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
Due to presence of certain hazy memories, some content will appear as in conversation as you explore your memories. Using Cognition Chasm has a chance of restoring relevant hazy memories.
Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. Asta mentioned another name.
Okay.
My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
Okay.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind.
Using Cognito Chasm might help to restore haze. Yeah. Boom.
How's it going? Did you find the information you're after?
I haven't made any progress
I
yet.
see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
I heard you're in a bit of trouble.
Just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. Oh. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts.
She did say that before, right?
Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Researchers' disappearances?
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished.
Oh.
People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion.
Okay.
Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances.
Do you need my help?
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
Okay. I really like the filter on the
The other
game.
person should be from the department.
It like shows you that it's a flashback.
Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's been so long.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
Okay.
It's all taken care of. As long as the money's there, it's all good. Here's the account you asked for. It's legit and secure, allowing you to connect straight to the intranet.
Intranet. Interesting.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
Oh, you flatter me. I'm just a peddler doing a little business on the side. Small scale. Best left under the table. But if you ever make it big in the guild, don't forget your humble friend, okay?
Oh, I started the same way.
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Here too. My memories are just a jumbled mess of words. Did my memory piece together irrelevant information?
Restore memory.
Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone.
Okay.
What did Emily say?
Listen.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady. I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay. No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence.
Okay.
Though I confess I did hear someone say you were the shining star of the Department of Insight. Sure. Can I help you with something? See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again? How many times has it been? You're really pushing my buttons.
Oh, sorry if I can interrupt.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster. Wonderful. It's about time we had some new recruits.
Oh, I don't work here.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
Oh, are you talking about the Heliobi?
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
What do you mean?
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler.
Okay.
The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too.
Okay, let's talk to Arlan first.
I figured you'd come to me to uncover the truth. I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. I can't say anything except that it's a secret mission.
About,
Just as I thought, I vaguely remember that Arlen said more. It's related to the thing I forgot.
Yeah, let's see. He probably is, if he's doing something, it's probably this, right?
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate.
About the researchers' disappearances?
How did you know? I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure?
Yeah. Have you found anything?
I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred.
Okay.
That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this.
I see.
The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let's see what Adler has to say.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
Yeah, I heard something like that also exists in the...
What did I say?
Yeah, it's the Shenzo Alliance.
Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
I heard something like that also exists in the Shenzo Alliance. Yeah.
That's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form.
Okay.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying.
Sure.
Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That is most likely the truth.
Okay.
I need to go over it from the start. Starting with the conversation I had with Herta.
Wait, is that why Asta is burning in the trailer?
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Okay. The Energy life form.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Energy life form?
That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society.
Oh.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
I see. I mean, okay. Oh, back to the present. Okay.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you.
Yes.
If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Well, I mean, Asta?
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Oh.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
I mean, okay, sure, but do you have proof I did something? Mr. Ratio? Because as far as things stand right now, you do not have proof that I did something, so why should I defend myself? You know, does the court work differently in Honkai Star Rail? I don't think so. Therefore, you cannot do anything to me right now, and I will remain silent from now on.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
There is literally zero way that I called him Mr. Ratio and now Scrollum is taking this from me. Like, are you trying to be cool or something?
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief.
Sure.
It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth.
Yeah, I guess so.
If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers.
Okay. Oh.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Dude, I remember this in an event. I wonder if it's better now. Because the event was like, aight. Okay, but at least, by the way, it proves that Honkai Star Rail does a similar thing as Genshin does. Which means they will put a cool little thing in an event, and if people like it, they will put it into the main story. Or if they don't like it, they will make it better, you know? I remember this being pretty cool, with the exception that I didn't really like the event story that much. It was the Arum Ali one, like, it wasn't that interesting. But now we have actual fucking Ace Attorney kind of thing. This is literally made like Ace Attorney, by the way. It's the exactly same system, just 1-to-1. Okay, wait. So what is this? And what do we have? We have Confidence Crisis, Human Combustion. Okay, let's listen to everything first.
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Yes.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based
Okay.
on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Okay, so this doesn't
And the
really do
assignment
anything.
involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she
I think
singles
this
out
does
one...
something.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to S Attorney one more time because it's made in a similar way. So far, this is all right. I just hope this doesn't go the way that S Attorney often did, which means you have like a really big proof, but they just won't let you present it because you shouldn't figure it out so fast. That's why I'm not a huge S Attorney fan, because the game thinks I'm stupid very, very often. Like the amount of times where I just figured everything out and the game is like, no, what do? We don't have evidence. Like we do, right? And another thing is phrasing. Like sometimes you don't really know what proves your point because multiple things actually fit. We'll see how it goes here. The three items we have are very different from each other, so it shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Okay.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes. Wait, what do we have again? Human combustion and confidence crisis. Okay.
However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I'm not even gonna go further. Confidence crisis.
I remember now. Back then...
Oh,
That's
never mind.
enough. However, she decided... So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
Okay, you see what is the problem?
However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
So he's asking that question, which would mean, okay, so I should answer him. Yes, she does that because it's a very confidential thing.
So what's the story?
But
are you
we should
full
put
of
it
fanciful
here.
fiction? Or is
Like,
Asta the
look,
one
this is
holding
correct.
secrets?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion.
You see what I mean? He asked two questions and both of them can be answered with our evidence. That's the problem. I really don't like when games do that. Because you cannot tell me that the second thing he said doesn't also work to answer with this, right? It's quite clear that you can just answer that. He asked, oh, why didn't she say it up until now? Like, you clearly can say the same answer as this, you know?
Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Yes.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone.
Yep.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yeah.
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Correction. There may be a correlation.
Researchers'
Oh.
disappearances. Cut the act.
Am I supposed
Doubt
to
me
press-
all you like. I'm just an outsider who got unexpectedly dragged into this mess. You and I are no different. We both stumbled into this, but you decided to assume the role of interrogator.
Oh? Your point being, cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the
Correction.
researchers' disappearances, you say?
Oh, so this is like...
Yes, I've
Okay.
heard.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler,
Adler?
a level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though, it bears...
No connection? I disagree. There should be evidence linking them together. If I review a certain record...
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
Would it be this?
I remember now.
No.
That's enough, but clearly, though, it bears no connection.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
Oh, as okay. What the fuck does that have to do with the... Huh?
Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that, but then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances.
Okay.
The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
I mean, yeah.
But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
I'm trying to think whether the whole thing makes sense now. Because he asked how is Herta involved, and the evidence was spontaneous combustion. Like, I don't know if I just cannot fucking understand English well enough, but like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, he's asking, oh, how is Herta involved, huh? Enlighten me, please, right? And I'm like, spontaneous combustion. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Now that we presented it, Stell is saying everything that she should say to prove that Herta is involved, but the evidence we presented, like, wasn't really an answer to the question. Like, I don't know if I'm just dumb, but it just, you know, we don't really answer the question with the evidence. We are just presenting an evidence that is connected later down the line in the whole story, and Stell is the one making the connection, instead of us having a clear evidence and giving it away. Like, I don't know, I don't like that, you know? I really do not.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Okay.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
What was that? Oh, we got pinged too. She's here, she's here, she's here. Who? The big shot. OMG. Is that him? This is the fucking Duke Inferno.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
Oh.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Whoa. Whoa. Aren't we meeting them at Penacony? That's what they hinted at in the special program. So they are now very hostile, kind of, towards us in a way. Indirectly, but still. Oh. Interesting.
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
Oh. Fire demons, dude. I love the variety in characters in this game. You know, like it's just so many different kinds of characters, you know? Like we have Skrulum, a literal robot. Like it's so cool.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase.
Oh.
The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Oh.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
Didn't Kafka destroy them with other Stellaron hunters?
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion.
Yeah.
The uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, there was a trailer for that.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
Why are they against the space station though? That's what I'm curious about. Like, what did they do to piss them off so much?
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me.
Just me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Sure. Okay, Arlon, what's up?
Not good. This is serious. The security department will do whatever we can to help you.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships. We didn't find anything odd. The Annihilation Gang are a group of die-hard thugs. They might be attacking indiscriminately.
Don't disagree with Ratio. Just give him what he wants.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
What did I say?
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Okay. It's been a while. As usual, one pick of Himeko for one piece of gossip. Can I put it on my tab? Only for you, 20% interest. For every 5 trades, you give me one more pick. So very like you. Now that's settled, go ahead and tell me what you need. Help me find the connection between these people. Oh, how interesting. The disappearance has been a hot topic, and the news is tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. You're upset at management too? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I'll take any chance to slack off whenever I can. Those who love gossiping about the higher-ups just doesn't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then get disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging around with them. You sure are enlightened. You flatter me, but I'll still remember what you owe me. Don't worry, I'll get in touch if I have any news. Okay.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
Huh? What happened?
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times, but it's been a few system hours and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace.
Oh, that's why he didn't contact us either.
The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
Probably.
True. The key words that got Adler thinking were energy, life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
We do. Dan Hong. Oh. I need your help. What is it? About Duke Inferno. From the Annihilation Gang? It's best not to get involved with him. The space station is in trouble. Aaron will fill you in on the details. I want to know more about him. Understood. Wait for my contact. You be careful yourself. If the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible. Will do. Clue, missing list. But I cannot check it, okay. Peppy, it's not the time now. Oh, it's this girl.
That jerk! Jerk, jerk, jerk! Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
What the fuck? Who got you so upset?
Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities.
Okay.
He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Oh?
Phrase.
We'll get him back.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Let's see it. Oh, okay. More info. Yo, you got something? Yep, but it's not what you'd expect. Go on. These victims and their interpersonal relationships don't seem to have any overlaps, but they have all posted pretty extreme comments against the management of the dark web and have a large number of supporters. What? I know this result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably, it's the truth. Thanks. Interesting.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Okay.
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information.
Okay.
It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Oh. Oh, we have something from Dan Hong. I think we only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. What happened? The fire demons of Fetora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit easily rose to the position of clan leader. And even among the fire demons, his flame belongs to a special category. What do you mean? In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame mansion, I found similar eyewitnesses reports claiming that Jesus Christ. Claiming that miscretants materialized from the Inferno. I speculate that Ifrit's flame may have inherited some ability other than burning, and that is related to his origin. I have heard of a flame with similar properties, with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it kept shifting between phases. Oh. There's not much information about it, only one line that catches the eye. Burns through worlds, leaving numerous seasons of flame behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Shifting between phases. That's all I have. The number of related records is limited. I'm not sure if that was helpful to you. Enough. That's good. Okay. I'm trying to have a really calm voice when I'm talking as Dan Hong. I'm trying to do at least like minimal voice acting for characters that I think I could do at least tiny decent, but it's not perfect. I don't know how to voice act properly. I don't have much control over my voice. Yo.
You're back.
We're back.
I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Why is Asta just casually browsing the dark web?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
Okay. Oh.
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I assume it would be the booklet.
I understand.
Tenuous
Never mind.
connection first.
Can I do this?
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy's attention?
Indeed. And I already know what he found. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Okay, let's just go
The
with
next
all of it.
angle is what the victims have in common. Distasteful as that discussion may be.
I think I should always press this. This gives more dialogue. So let's just go with this.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discovered they all wield influence on the space station's dark web. Lady Asta must know what this means. The next angle, last, is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora, the Duke of the Annihilation Gang. There is another secret with Ifrit.
Yep.
Last,
Wait, so
is the
should
abilities of Duke Inferno
should I
and the
use this then?
secret.
Yeah, okay.
During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion.
Okay.
Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind.
It's the Phase Flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius. Intelligent, kind, and humble.
Okay.
However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity.
Oh. Oh. Now that's interesting.
The Phase Flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase, Sir Kal had already passed away. It then continued to shift through phases, making its capture impossible.
What does it mean? What are the phases?
This booklet describes a kind of kindling of this unique flame. Must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for. And Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it.
What does it mean that it phases? Like between realities, multiverses? Like what does it mean?
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the Phase Flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept it and lent it to Ron May for her research, but the kindling was lost in the process.
Wait, haven't we found it? Didn't we see it in May's quest? Like we did, right? That was the little like fire, the blue fire guy, right?
If Ifrit is a scion of the Phase Flame, then the entire incident is now clear as day.
What the fuck?
Kindling of this unique flame.
Next one.
I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the Phase Flame, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion and the Phase Flame through the concept of energy life forms. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
Would it be the booklet, maybe? Question mark? Yeah.
When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared.
Oh, was he saying phase?
I believe this word was actually phase.
Oh.
He saw member 29 Sir Kal's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis.
Yeah, it is a very similar word.
As a scion of the Phase Flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed.
Wait. That's bad.
That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
Oh.
We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear.
Interesting.
And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom.
Okay.
The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
Oh.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
Oh, new messages. What on earth is this? The missing researchers are all opinion leaders. Wait, the missing researchers are all opinion leaders on the space station's dark web. Okay. Holy moly. Did you know stuff that even the security department isn't aware of? I just got the file from next door. It sounds far-fetched, but on the off chance that it's true, I smell a conspiracy. They staged the whole missing thing to get rid of dissenters. I don't know how to read this word. That's just a brilliant plot. Justice may come late, but it will never be served. The management must step down. If that's really the case, doesn't it mean this chat group is in grave danger? Kind of.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Oh?
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Oh. Wait.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger.
Yeah, but where?
Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
Okay, that's good. What do we do now?
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
Okay.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
Oh.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
Okay.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station.
Okay.
Mr. Ratio, please go with Miss Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Interesting, interesting. Okay.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it.
Can I talk to Skrullum?
I will head to her.
Okay.
Mr. Ratio.
The infernal fire is
Okay, he's just... Okay. What the fuck is this?
The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Huh?
See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Oh. Come here.
The fire is dying. This place is strange.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted. I can deduce its escape route with a mere glance.
Okay, that's good. It's good that we have someone smart with us.
Human. Why? This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
That's good.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
Yes, it does. Oh, it's so tiny now.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, but next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
Ooh. Is that an invitation? I like how much stuff does this game set up for... Anyway, I love how much setup this game has for the future, you know? Because this game is like way bigger in terms of the world, right? Than like... I mean, I'm gonna compare this game to Genshin slightly. It's the same developer, so I think it's fine. Both games are completely different, and I love them both for different reasons, right? But this game setups... the setup is longer, because the vastness of the world, right? It's like whole multiple universes in one, you know? So, you know, we have this faction, then another one, and then another one, and then we go to this place, and another faction shows up, right? But then at some point they like kind of combine together into one plot, and then we go to another place, and it's really nice. We haven't seen anything of the Annihilation Gang, but we've already heard of them way before, you know? And now finally something happens, and he's now saying that, oh yeah, in the future, you're fucked. I'm gonna come here myself and destroy everything, which is a nice setup for future quests already, right? God knows how long do we have to wait for this, but we know it will happen at some point, you know? Or we will stop him before that happens, which is also possible.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
Oh? Why would I touch that?
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not. Shall we?
Fucking stalling.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Oh. Oh, it escaped. Okay. But we got Asta back. That's good. Damn, this quest is really interesting. I like it a lot.
Good work. You did very well.
You know, I think I know why I like this quest, because I'm a really big fan of detective games. Any murder mystery kind of thing, I like that. This isn't really murder mystery, but it is still kind of like a detective game. all of them are always very linear, but it's nice that it at least slightly allows you to figure everything out yourself. And I really enjoy those kinds of games, and this quest is kind of like it. Obviously not as fleshed out as actual detective games, but it's still pretty nice.
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic.
That's good.
While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
Okay, that's good. How did you find them?
It was all thanks to Adler.
Oh?
They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is this the end?
Yes, it is over.
Why do I feel like you didn't do much?
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, madam. But there is one mystery that remains unsolved.
Oh?
And that is something I must deal with myself.
Oh. Could you let me in, Skrulum, maybe? Have you heard? Lead Research Asta was attacked too. That Duke Inferno, devious. Psyops on the masses have always been the most terrifying kind of attack. Indeed, it seems that the Annihilation Gang isn't just about mindless violence as the rumors suggest. If the lead researcher wasn't rescued at the end, we'd all be in deep, deep trouble. Not necessarily. Maybe she's the one who orchestrated it all. Oh my god. Masterminding this elaborate ruse by deliberately harming herself to earn some sympathy points. That line of thoughts do have some merit. Enough already. This is ridiculous. Is this really worth it? All that hassle just to palliate a few keyboard warriors? True that. Speaking of which, where's that very first rabble rouser, Rich Knowit? Oh right, he was real righteous sounding when he invited me into the group. Let me see. Ah, the guy left the group without making any noise. Was he a snitch for the Annihilation Gang? Potentially. Interesting. Oh? Oh.
I've been waiting.
Oh.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Interesting.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
Oh.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
Oh.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Skrulum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
It's so cool, like two smart characters going against each other. I always like that in any medium.
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi.
Oh, so what you're saying is that... Wait, but how does that...
Logic? A third party saved them.
Oh.
had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
Yeah.
You are more candid than I calculated.
So, like, what did he do wrong then?
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong.
Oh.
To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up.
What are you going on?
I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves.
Okay.
Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
Okay.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today.
Huh. Oh.
A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
That's how it ends? And now Ratio can join. Interesting. Okay, we have a message from Herta. Nice work about what you did. Nice work. Oh, how did I... Okay, I've heard about what you did. Nice work. How's Asta doing? She's got back to work. I mean, her safety. What's there to worry about when I'm around? That's exactly why I'm worried. True. It's a shame that we haven't found the phase flame yet. Forget it. I'll think of it as Ruan Mei owning me a favor. It's worth a lot more. That's it then. Also, I'm thankful to Mr. Ratio. Who's that? Eh? Eh? Yeah, Herta doesn't seem like she gives a fuck about Rachel.